I'm Teresa Wilson, President of the Val Foundation, here today with Shelley Spaziano, founder of Kristinas-House-of-Hope, for a spotlight interview as part of the 2020 Oswego County Safe Fair. Hi, Shelley.
Hi.
Shelley, tell us about Kristina.
Kristina was my daughter. She was 20 years old. She was dating a boy that was abusive. She broke up with him. He continued to stalk her. She saw him right after Christmas. She was out with some friends and she ran, and she ended up going off the side of the road, hit an icy patch, and hit a tree and died.
So this is where you got the thought for running a group home?
Yes. I was a physical therapy assistant for the last 25 years, and I broke my leg shortly after Kristina died into 8 pieces. And so while I was in a wheelchair, I made peace with God because I was very angry that my daughter died. And I
well, tell us about going from that thought to running a group home.
I got an idea. It sort of just settled in my head that to start a group home for women. And then I didn't question it. I just started doing it. And I started asking people for help. And Teresa, you're one of the people I went to. And the couple of people that I went to, they gave me directions and they said, hey, do this A, B, and C. And I did it and I went back. And they said, oh, okay, do this. And I did it and I went back. And I got the idea to name it Kristinas-House-of-Hope. So when I got my 501c3, that did go through and with that name. And I started going to community meetings all around Oswego for, I don't know, year and a half. So I could see what was going on in our community and what people were already doing for homeless people, for the drug issues that are prevalent in our area. So I decided I raised money and I had a chicken barbecue and I got money from that. And I continued to ask people for money. Businesses, local businesses were wonderful around here. Doctors, lawyers, lots of people helped, lots of people. The banks. And I asked a certain person for a donation and he said, I don't want to donate. He said, let's go have lunch. So he said, bring all your paperwork. So by then, I'd already been in the process for 2 years. So I've created all the paperwork and had a good ideas of what I wanted, and I had it written down. And my daughter-in-law helped me to rewrite stuff so it was better. And so I brought all that paperwork to the luncheon, and the person took it and he talked to me, and by that evening he called and he said, look, I don't want to give you a small amount of money, and he's a doctor, by the way, that wants to give back to our community. He said, I want to go buy a house. So meanwhile, we had an appointment with DSS, so I'm learning all these new things about what we can do, what we can't do. A shelter is considered 30 days. You can't have somebody in a 30-day shelter with somebody who's transitioning after the 30 days in the same house. So the doctor, I'm not allowed to say his name, he found 2 houses, one 2-family home and the house next door, which is a single-family home. So the 2-family home is perfect because it's all one downstairs with a doorway in between that we can keep open. And then the bedrooms are upstairs on either side that are separated. So it's a 2-family home, so we can have up to 8 women in our home, our 2-family home. And then as they go through the shelter part and they transition with higher education, outpatients mandatory, curfews mandatory, 12-step meetings are mandatory. I got all my rules and everything from Victory Transformations from Dawn Whitaker. She's already invented the wheel, so there's no sense in reinventing it. And so as the girls get through the shelter, they can then go into the other house and stay there. I'm thinking 3 to 6 months while they finish their education, while they finish outpatient and stay stopped. Stopping using drugs isn't hard. It's staying stopped that's the hard part. And I know this because I've been in recovery for 17 years. So I know it's a difficult task. It's difficult to learn how to live one day at a time. It's difficult to relearn how to think and get new friends and leave the old ones behind. And it's a process. It's not something you just do overnight. So I wanted to provide a service in Oswego that is a process. It takes time.
Shelley, you have certainly filled a critical need in this area. There aren't a lot of options, are there, for women?
Victory Transformations has a house for women as well, and they serve for 4 women. But they're more of a shelter. I really want to specialize in substance abuse and teach the girls how to clean the proper way to clean, like my mother and my grandmother taught me. The proper way to clean a bathroom, the proper way to wash the floor, sweep the floor, pick up all the rugs, shake them out, then sweep, then mop, get the cracks, move everything. And that's one thing we were doing this morning, hence why I didn't click on early. Everybody just joined right in and we all cleaned up the house.
So good old-fashioned, life skills.
Life skills.
Yes.
We're also, the girls are volunteering to cook. 2 girls will cook for 2 nights. So they'll join their food and cook for the house. And then 2 more girls will do it for 2 nights. And this has got to be on an agreement basis. But everybody that's come has been wonderful. It's been a real learning experience. How to run things, how to be stern when I need to, and be kind when I need to, and be understanding. It's been so awesome.
What a great way to honor your daughter. Wow.
My daughter, at her funeral, 400 people came to her funeral, over 400. And everybody said different things to me. Like there was a young gay girl, and she said that Christina had helped her out of the closet. And there was another girl that said she was crying in the bathroom during the dance, and Christina took time and left the dance and spent time with her, even though she barely knew her, just to help her. And these are the stories that I kept getting about my daughter, that she was loving and kind, and she just stepped it up. And I didn't even know all these things. I mean, to me, she was a typical teenager that was loving sometimes, great other times, and rebellious at times, just like any other young lady.
What are your requirements for being in your group home?
That you agree to the rules.
Okay.
You have to agree to be respectful. to all staff and each other. I think it's very important to learn how to talk and not use street language and street mannerisms and lingo. We're learning how to communicate. And Teresa, I'm telling you, I'm learning just as much as they are.
Yeah, very important. Very important to learn how to communicate. That helps you through your whole life, everywhere. How can someone get connected with you if they need shelter?
We're on the website. We have Kristinas-House-of-Hope.org. Although I've had problems with that. Somebody possibly from another country keeps attacking it. So we keep having to take it down and redo it. So if that's not available and they're putting like bad stuff on it, we are also Kristinas House of Hope on Facebook, and our phone number is on both those places. We have a home phone, so you should be able to get it through Google, our home phone.
Great.
And I also have a cell phone and a home phone. And so any of those would work. I don't suggest my home phone now because I'm always here.
Yeah. What are some small ways community members can help?
We need shampoo, cream rinse, feminine products. These girls are coming in here with nothing. They're not moving from an apartment. They're coming with nothing. So underwear has been a problem. Socks, shampoo, lotion, toenail clippers, razors, toilet paper, cleaners, laundry soap. I don't know what's with the laundry soap around here. I was hoping that I could get like gift cards to Walmart, even $20, $25 gift cards. So the girls can buy their own underwear and bras. That's a personal thing.
Yeah.
And we all know that's kind of expensive. So I was hoping that I could get like $25 gift cards for Walmart. I don't have a lot of storage for clothing, so I can't accept a lot of clothing.
That's a great way people could help though. Just, pick up a couple gift cards and send them to you or drop them off. Now, I know that donations to a 501c3 are tax deductible. How can someone give you a tax deductible cash contribution?
I will send them a thank you with the little receipt on the bottom of it, just like Teresa taught me. And you can use that in your income tax.
Okay, so they can mail you a check?
As long as there's an address on there.
Okay. Are there
I'll
other
put your
ways?
address,
Are there
but I
other
would
ways?
rather have it mailed to my home,
Okay.
where, there's not 8 women getting the mail and it might get lost or confused with somebody else. So I would prefer it to go to my home address, which is 192 West 6th Street, Oswego, New York. And I'm sure if you Google me, my address will come up. So I don't think it's something you have to memorize.
Right. Okay, Shelley, are you connected with any of the online donations for nonprofits yet? Where people can donate online?
I believe you can do that on the website.
Okay, great. And what is the website address? Do you have that handy?
Kristinas-House-of-Hope.org.
Great.
And Kristina is spelled with a K. Kristina.
Great, Shelley. That's been a great morning. Anything else you want to tell us about Kristinas-House-of-Hope?
Yes, I also have a storage unit.
Oh.
And we're filling that with things that the girls, when they move out, so we can help them set up an apartment. I have probably 50, 60 sets of dishes, like plateware and stuff like that. But we could use new pots and pans, you know, or gently used. Nobody wants to fry their egg and have it stuck there. Pots and pans and furniture. Those are our lamps, doilies, you know, things that you need in a home, curtains. Because once they get through the shelter and they go through the transitional house, then they're going to get their own place. And a lot of these women have children. So they'll be able to either have visitation here or have their children move into the transitional home with them. The bedrooms are huge over there. So I'd have a full-size bed and a single bed so that that way they can get kids back. And that's where my heart is, to help these women learn how to just live every day, help them with their daily skills, help them get their children back and get their own place and be mothers. I am a mom, and I was a mom when I got into recovery. So that's really what I want to help with. I want to help moms get their kids back and bring them up, because 17 years out of my daughter's 20 was wonderful. And if I hadn't had somebody help me, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't have had the years I've had with my children and be able to have enjoyed the life that we enjoy in the relationships that we have built. Everybody thinks recovery is like a dirty thing. And it's just everyday people like you and I, Teresa. It's everyday people.
Recovery is hope. Recovery is hope.
Yes. These women that have moved in, I have 4 ladies right now, and they're wonderful. They're just regular people down on their luck, just like anybody else. And they chose a different coping method. Sometimes I have one girl here, she's getting off heroin because the doctors gave her opioids and she got hooked on them. So then she couldn't get any more pills. And so she found a way to get that drug on the street. The next thing she knows, she doesn't have a home, she doesn't have her kids, she doesn't have anywhere to go. And that's what happens. It just happens. And there's many women in recovery right here in Oswego that you have no idea. You have no idea they're in recovery from alcohol, whatever it may be, because they put on their professional face and they dress in nice clothes and they now have homes and they now have their children, and you don't know it. You just don't even dream that this person lived on the street and was hooked on heroin or an alcoholic.
Because someone helped them, and that's what you're doing to help a lot of people. Is there any list anywhere of needs that you have that you could keep updated for the community so we could check and see? Maybe you could put it on your website or on Facebook or something?
On Facebook,
Okay.
we are updating that for realistic things that we need. Yes.
Great.
But it's basically, what do you do when you wake up? You take a shower. So you need all those necessities. You need feminine products. You need to get dressed. You need underwear. You need a bra. You need some clothes. You need shoes. When winter's coming, we need boots. It's just real simple.
real basic things. You know, when you're out shopping, pick up a second bottle of shampoo. Buy one, get one free. Or, you know, it's so simple and easy and makes such a difference, doesn't it, Shelley?
Yeah, it really
Oh, and
does.
it makes you feel good to help others. It really does. Well, thank you for being here, Shelley.
Thank you, Teresa.
Thanks.
Thank you for helping me.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're filling a great need in the area and honoring your daughter. Thank
You
you.
have been great. Are we done?